Yeah.
But why are people the way they are? Like the human mind to me is like the most amazing, confusing, like it's everything, but like there's no rules.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean everybody's different. Everybody's similar, but everybody's different. And your attitude has a giant effect, not just on your life, but on other people's lives around you. That's the other thing about it. Those I can't catch a break guys,
yeah.
Get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks.
Yeah.
I've had a shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up.
Yeah.
And I thought through it. And I figured out what the fuck I did wrong. And then I went back. It's like I fucked up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it. And I've had a bunch of shitty breaks. Everybody has. But you got to realize when you have those shitty breaks what that is. It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot, get better, figure out another way, find another way through. It's just little challenges. And the people that look at those challenges and go, why do I always have these challenges? They're cancer. Those people are dangerous to be around. They will rob you of your enthusiasm. They don't give you any fuel. They're the opposite of fuel.
Yeah.
Like the fuel people,
they're the
people
tank.
that are kicking ass. The people that are out there just fucking hustling, always getting things done. The guy, like my friend Jocko, every morning I'll check his Instagram page, 4:30, shows a picture of his watch. Get after it. He's out there working out 4:30 in the morning. He does it every fucking morning. Why? Because he doesn't want to. And that's how you do it. You go and get after it. You don't make any excuses. And those kind of guys are fuel. But those I can't catch a break guys, they're the opposite of fuel. They're just pissing on your fire. They're no fun. And the people that surround them are all idiots. Because only idiots want to be around I can't catch a break guys.
Yeah.
Only the dummies stick around. After a while, even if they're your good friend, you got to be like, bro, you got to fucking stop. You got to stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something. But this I can't catch a break shit is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you. But some people, they get caught in that pattern, and it might be their parents, it might be how they were raised, somebody might have told them they were useless real early on, it's stuck, and they never feel like they get enough reassurance. They never feel like they get enough motivation. And they feel like other people get more. And they look at all these other people. How come he gets that? How come she gets this? How come he's got that going on? And all that's bad for you too. That shit ain't no good for you.
How much of that is tied into not paying attention to yourself, not knowing yourself? You know, how much of that is tuned into or tied into you always on, like your brain always outside of yourself. You're flooding your brain with TV or
right.
Instagram or this or that, you know, and not something that even reading a book, I believe is different. Or when you're watching TV, what you're watching. You know what I mean? If you're watching something that has a message where you have to think, where you can see yourself in that, and you can put yourself in these situations, and you're like, oh, well, I can empathize with that, or I can this. But when you're just watching, spending money on cars and
right.
making it rain and this and that, you know, I wonder how much of that, because like the thing that I've found is like entertainment isn't what it used to be. And this is, I'm gonna sound old as shit right now, Joe. Back in my day, entertainment wasn't what it is now. Now it's just like bright lights and flash and bombs,
right?
Versus like something that you could actually feel. I feel like it's a lot less of that.
Well, there's some entertainment that you could feel, like TV shows. Like you can watch Black Mirror. That'll freak the fuck out of you and make you think. There's still some good shit that's being made. Stranger Things. There's a lot of good shows. But you have to go find it so much more. Like I feel like the bigger things, like the things that most people have access to. You know? Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Right.
But is it that they have more access to that, or is that the easiest thing to consume? It's
very easy to consume. It's mindless, and everybody wants cars. Ooh, look at the car. Everybody wants money. Look at his money. You know, it's like you just get sucked up in it, and it's a very low level frequency that everybody sort of has like a little bit of it. And you see some dude with his open shirt, all these chains, and all these girls behind him in their underwear. Everybody's dancing. It's like, this guy's life's a party. I wish my life is a party. I can't catch a fucking break. I'm over here. I can't catch a break.
It's cool. It's cool sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
but like
sometimes it's silly.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there's a point. Like you know who's a deep guy, fucking Schilling, and
Schilling's very deep guy.
Yeah, and he pointed this out to me through a different way. But there's a point where everything becomes a bad thing. There's a point where like humility is a bad thing. There's a point where having fun is a bad thing. It's like you can't like eating isn't always a pleasure. If you're constantly eating, if you're never hungry, you don't appreciate it as much as if you were hungry.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because if you're starving and they feed you and you're full and you have to keep eating, that's not fun.
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So there's this moderation thing that I feel that's missing, and I'm trying to find that balance for myself, man.
With what?
With life, with a bunch of different things, with how much time I spend doing this versus this, especially now that I'm not fighting, because that was, for a long time, that was the biggest part of my days, you know, just training and everything else. And now like I still get to train, but I have more time and a lot of time by myself in my own head.